people you know, people that up until this point served certain purpose in your life, and every threshold will contain certain sense of fear that very much can fit with you in terms of a romantic endeavor. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, it's Rad. And in this whole video, you're going to see a weekly reading for your star sign that covers up the week May 12th to May 18th, 2025. And bear in mind that this is going to be a generalized reading. And for a personal one, you can go to my website, which link you can find in the description down below. And there at the very front page, you're going to see a full list of my services, also their pricing. So based on your budget and also your needs, you can go for whichever one suits you best. So with that said, let's go straight away to the video. This reading is going to be for Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, and as well Pisces Rising. So if you're here because you're born under the Pisces sign, then the reading will show what you're going to have to deal with going into the week. If you're here because your moon is in Pisces, then the reading will describe how you're going to feel dealing with it. And if your rising sign is Pisces, then the reading will give you a pretty good idea how to face and deal with the stuff that you're going to have to handle. And so listening and watching for all three should give you a pretty good idea, guys, what kind of a week is ahead of you. So with that said, starting up with the first card for a Pisces, that will be the Six of Swords. Following with the second one here, which is the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, I'm sorry. Then the third one, that is going to be the Death card. And the final one, it will be Four of Wands. So additional card to the King of Wands, that will be the Fool. And it's pretty interesting for you, Pisces, because this is going to be a week of socializing, looking at these cards and replacing friends, people you know, people that up until this point served certain purpose in your life, but serve purpose no longer. So they are just a waste of your time, a waste of your attention. Right? For example, you have nothing to share anymore. You have nothing to say to each other. Okay. You have no common goals. You have no common interests, and so on and so forth. Are going to be replaced with individuals that can actually contribute in a certain way for you growing, whether they can give you some kind of knowledge and they can give you some kind of help, or they have connections you need, and so on and so forth. So replacing or starting the process of replacing social connections that no longer contribute in any way for your well-being with those that will, are going to start leading you or making you get closer and closer to some kind of a dream of yours, a wish that you have, some kind of a result you wish to accomplish, some kind of a dream you have again. Will become, like I said, I can't really say within reach, but definitely the first and the most difficult steps are going to be done from you. And don't get me wrong here, this replacement will not gonna go easy for you. The way that I look at these cards, it is that first you will have to break the sentimental value you do have toward these people, and then the sentimental value that you do have toward friendship in general. And then you will have to open up and trust someone else. So these are going to be processes of you crossing threshold after threshold after threshold. And every threshold will contain certain sense of fear. And what is not going to help, it is the archetype that describes these new type of connections. So at first, they will be very carefree, very unattached, seemingly unassuming, if I may put it that way. And while it's not going to be verbally said that you have been expected certain things, through their way of living, through the way how they enjoy life in general. For example, the places they go, the clothes they wear, you know, the behavior they have, and so on and so forth, will impose certain expectations that you are going to have to meet, that you're going to have to accomplish, and that's a certain framework that you are going to have to fit into. And this is going to be the change for you. This is going to be the replacement of what's no longer is going to work for you, and what no longer, what kind of connections, I mean, will no longer contribute in any way into getting into social circles and into sphere of influences where you matter, where your position matter, where power truly matters. That is no different than elevated to the round table, because that very might could be the case for many of you. And it's important to know that fitting into these criteria is attending parties and social gatherings, and in generally, can I put it into words? Sharing the enjoyment of life that these people you are going to get yourself being introduced to, or randomly kind of like forge some kind of interactions with them. And most of them, if not all of them, are going to be super useful to you. So through them, towards the end of the week, you're going to recognize how you can use them to your favor and to your advantage, so you can accomplish stuff you couldn't accomplish before. So you can finalize a quite important cycles of development, quite important endeavors and undertakings that are going to that are not just going to be, but are important for your personal development. And for example, through one of these connections, you can get the promotion you so much need and you so much deserve, or the raise, or someone may have a cousin or a brother or a sister that very much can fit with you in terms of a romantic endeavor, right? So these new connections will have the resources you lack with the old ones. And while the old empire of social is gonna crumble, or rather like the old reign, I'm sorry, I didn't start that thing wrong. So the old reign of social is gonna crumble and fall, a new reign is going to start, and the empire will survive. And therefore, while you're gonna change it, you will be with just as much, if not even more, of the friends you already have as a quantity and as a number. And what is going to be the most important thing for you here, Pisces, it is that what really binds you is going to be the common cause. While you may be from a different layer of society, the cause that will unite you is going to be the same. And you very well may be the bondsmith out there. You may be the bond maker. You may be the linking chain from these layers of the society, and therefore become one of the most important people in these social circles. So with that said, Pisces, that was your weekly reading. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it. And if you did, you can subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, leave a like, comment on the video as well if you feel so. Either of these actions are going to help with the algorithm. And finally, guys, hopefully we're going to see each other next time. Until then, bye.